So here we have beef cheeks. Got these at Walmart. Alright, so we're going to take them out of the package with our Wusthof knife. These do contain a lot of sinew, connective tissue, and fat, so we're going to need to do a good job of removing most of that. Hey, got to give the butcher a lot of credit for chopping up or cutting out the beef cheek and keeping it all in one piece, because that does not look like an easy job. So it comes in 3 sections, usually. Here's one. Automatically fell off already. Holy cow, there's a lot of sinew on this. So we'll just follow the natural seams of these here and cut them into pieces and then start trimming it up. This piece here. Oh, so here's the heart and soul of the beef cheek right here. Look at that connective tissue. That's beautiful. So we got a little trimming up to do there. Doesn't look like we're going to get a whole lot of meat off of this piece. Let me cut this in half and just see what it even looks like on the inside. Yeah, that's pretty much just all wasted fat. We're going to toss that. And then here we're going to take off some of this silver skin. Trim these up. So do want to keep some of the fat on here, that's for sure, but I do want to try to get the silver skin trimmed off if I can. Although some of that's going to cook down and not really be noticeable once it's cut up, but we'll do the best we can to get this off because it is tough. So here's our finished product from one of our beef cheeks, which was a little under 3 pounds total. So we're going to take these smaller pieces, we're going to bunch them up so that they kind of form more into what this big one looks like. So we'll kind of do something like this when we put them in the smoker. Alright, that's what we got. So out of this, this one belongs over here. This is our meat that we got out of it. And this is our scraps that we also got out of it. That's our comparison of our yield versus our waste. And it's, I'd say maybe a fifth. Alright, so next we're going to make the rub for our beef cheek barbacoa. And we're just making this up based upon some rubs that we've had in the past that we know we like. So we're going to do a lot of kosher salt. We're going to do a lot of black pepper, coarse ground black pepper. We're going to do a lot of garlic powder. We're going to do some celery salt. This gives it a nice umami type of flavor in the end. We're going to do lots of cumin. And we're going to add some steak rub as well. Okay. Our secret ingredient, our ingredients today, though, are this and this. These are ingredients that were homemade by a friend of mine, Craig Patton, who provided me with this special seasoning. This is homemade Chipotle powder. Each year Craig grows jalapenos in his garden and picks them right at the end of the season when they're perfectly ripe. And then he gives them to me, we smoke them, and then he grinds them up, and then he makes a powder out of them. And then he also makes this Ecuadorian hot lemon pepper seasoning. And it's a nice big flakes, and I don't have the recipe for this, but he was kind enough to share it with me, so we're going to add both of these to our rub. And this is going to add a good bite, and this is going to also add a bite, but it's also going to be more of a citrusy background, so it'll have a little bit of that cut through ability to cut through some of the fat. We made a batch already, and actually there really are no measurements. I can put something on the YouTube channel, but you just measure it until you like it. Make sure it is good and salty. Make sure it's good and spicy, because the length of the cooking that's required will mellow out the spice quite a bit, and it'll add more of a backbone spice than a upfront in your face type of spice. So we made the rub, and now we're going to actually get the beef cheeks out. We're going to rub them and then get them on the smoker. All right, next step now is to take the beautiful beef cheeks, and we're going to get one out here, and we're going to put some Worcestershire sauce on, because I like Worcestershire sauce on our barbecue, and this will allow the rub to stick. And we're also going to put some mustard on as well. Just rub that in like this. And again, the purpose here is mostly just to get the rub to stick, but also to add one more little flavoring to the meat, because the Worcestershire sauce and the mustard both have some good acidity in them and some fermented flavors, so they'll be good for adding flavor and depth to the meat. So just going to coat the meat generously with our rub. And there's no sweet stuff going in this right now. This rub is all spices and heat. All right. So we're going to take that, we're going to let it set for a while and let this sweat. But this is what the beef cheeks look like before they're going to go into the smoker. So we'll do the rest of these up, and we'll be back shortly. Going to be cooking on our stump smoker. This thing has cooked many a barbecue in its day. Oh yeah. Look at those beef cheeks. Gonna do a flyover. Today we're going to be using our favorite Royal Oak, 100% all natural hardwood lump charcoal on this gorgeous day. Alright, we're running right around 250. Going to try to keep it there for most of the cook, and we're getting ready to put on the cheeks. Alright, it's time for the beef cheek barbacoa to go in the smoker. Alright, we're running at 250. Stick our beef cheeks in. Look at that. Oh, is that like a thing of beauty or what? Wow. Gonna be eating good tonight, Martha. Look at that. Oh. All right, say goodbye. See you in a couple of hours. All right, so now we've had them on for about 2.5 hours, maybe 3 at 250, 260. So we're gonna pull them out, put them in our pan. We got some sliced onions and a little, like a ginger braising liquid in there. So let's see what they look like. Oh my, oh my. Let's pull this out. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, I'm gonna take them, set them in here. Oh my. Look at that. Look at that one. Whew. All right. Oh, man, they smell unbelievable. So right now they're maybe halfway cooked. So we're gonna wrap them in foil. And I'm actually gonna put them in the oven because they have taken on all the smoke they're gonna take on. And this pan will be just big enough. Okay, close that up. We got a brisket in there also. Watch your arm. All right, bring it over here. We're gonna take this container, it's beef broth. We're just gonna put it in because now is when the breakdown period happens, in which they start braising. All right, there's that. And what else I'm going to do? I'm going to take a temperature probe and I'm going to put that in there just to get an idea of when they hit 200 to know we're close. We'll fill it up with foil. We're going to take it inside and put it in the oven to finish the cooking. Here we go, the unveiling. So we did about 2.5 hours in the smoker at about 250 degrees, and then we did about 2.5 hours in the oven after it was wrapped at 325 degrees. So let's see what the final product looks like here. Oh my. Oh my. Oh, that smell is outrageous. Oh gosh. Look at this. Wow. 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 And look. Look how this just, you squeeze it just. Oh. Look at that. Look at that. That is unbelievable. My gosh, look at this. Look at that.
Can I have some? Is that edible?
Yeah.
Like this part?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This is it.
Can I have some?
It's hot. Be careful, yeah.
Actually, no, it's squishy.
Oh, it's look at that. Oh, man.
Wow. It's very tender.
Isn't it? Mmm. Mmm. Mmm.
I did not expect it to be that tender.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be like more like brisket, but it's even more tender than the brisket.
Yeah, it is. We're going to make ourselves a taco here and just see how good, just see how good this really is. So we got taco, corn tortilla, and put a little of our barbacoa on there. Now traditional, I believe, is white onion. So we're going to put some white onion on there. Can't remember the last time I bought a white onion. And then we're going to do some cilantro. All right. A little squirt of lime juice. Okay. And then I personally like a little heat, so I'm going to put a tiny bit of sriracha on. Oh, that is, first of all, that's beautiful. All right, so here we go. It looks beautiful. Let's see what it tastes like. Mmm. Mmm. Wow. Get that richness of the beef cheek. You get the fresh cilantro, the sriracha sauce. Oh, it's unbelievable. Oh, beef cheek is so supple. Oh, beef cheek is so tender. Winner, winner. Beef cheek dinner. Thanks for joining us. If you like what we do, hit subscribe and get all of our videos that we're going to be coming up with this summer. Thanks for joining us. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. Catch you later.
I definitely have to leave you with a beef cheek testimonial here. We are a huge beef brisket family. I mean, you cannot slice it or chop it fast enough to feed the frenzy. Because we were not sure how well beef cheek would fare with the family, we decided to make an entire beef brisket to accompany the beef cheek for the barbacoa taco bar. At the end of the feast, the beef cheek meat had vanished, and the beef brisket meat literally went untouched.